Heft suggests that culture often has more influence on the thinking and habits of adolescents than their Catholic culture and traditions. He proposes that adolescents are at a special developmental point in their lives, right where religious beliefs take a deeper root, and that the experiences that they have during their formative years hold especially profound consequences on the way that they think and act for the years to come. He also noted that most teens believe nothing influences them to think the way they do. Most teenagers believe themselves to be autonomous and independent individual, untouched by the influences of the culture around them. Heft urges educators to recognize the impact of the larger culture, which deeply shapes the personalities and attitudes of students.
My parents know my neighbors. I don't really know them, but we see them sometimes on the street and we just kind of say hi.
I did have an Instagram. I felt like it just took up too much of my time. I was too worried about what I should post, what my caption should be, what other people what's going on with other people. But I wouldn't want to know in the real world. I would want to know on Instagram. So I was on it if I had free time, I would say I would be on it for 3 minutes, but I would end up being on it for 20 minutes. So I think it just took up too much of my time.
In 1965, the Pastoral Constitution on the Church in the Modern World described the transformational power of technology and recognized its importance, especially in the lives of the youth.
For the summer, I went to Africa with my cousin and my grandparents, and basically every single meal we had, my grandparents were always on either their phones or my grandma had her iPad. And, my cousin and I were just sitting there okay, so well then. So it's kind of awkward. It'd be better if they weren't, so we could actually talk about how we were doing, how Africa was. And it'd be fun topics to talk about too. So.
I don't know the word for it. I felt like I needed to be, have this, bio, have this username. It was just really stupid stuff, but now it's don't have to worry about that stupid stuff.
Well, I've seen some of my friends kind of get almost bullied, but someone say something funny but not necessarily nice about the person, and then they'll get a lot of likes on it or something, but then that person won't necessarily feel happy about it. Well, to be able to talk comfortably with them and know that they won't go tell the whole world what you told them, and to have fun with them, so they want to be not just sitting there on their phones the whole time. It's actually interactive, stuff like that.
Overused Instagram, I was on it too much and it took away time from my studying and stuff. So I deleted it, and now I feel like I have so much more time to do stuff because I was on my phone way too much.
But sometimes in religion class or smaller groups, it's easier because then I can just kind of, normally in religion we have the lights off and stuff, so it's easier to just kind of center myself and just reflect. And then
the National Conference of Catholic Bishops cautioned in 1972 at To Teach as Jesus Did that as the use and advancement of technology continues to saturate contemporary culture, the importance of Catholic schools remains essential. The Pontifical Council for Social Communications furthered this sentiment in 2002. at the church and the internet, stating that the church now needs to understand the internet, as it is necessary in order to communicate effectively with all people, especially the young. In open session, classmates respond to student-generated issues. Students may write about personal decisions or challenges they are facing, social and friendship struggles, upcoming events, or family dynamics, joys, or other topics on their mind. Classmates then offer their own personal wisdom, advice, or clarifying questions to guide their peers to a healthy resolution to the problems they hear.
Yeah, I think it is because it's teaching us how to interact with one another and help each other if we need help. And it's a way of doing it anonymously, so you don't know exactly who you're talking to, so you don't be biased almost towards them. So I think that's actually really helpful.
I feel like I know a lot more about my peers now and their worries also, and they pretty much have the same thing as me. So it makes me feel like I'm not alone.
Mm.
We got to know each other so well that at the point we were so bummed that it was over.
And so I learn more about them, and that I can relate to them, and they understand. Today everyone was talking about we have a lot of homework, we're tired, and people I know sometimes I feel, oh, probably everyone else is going to bed early, everyone else has their homework done, but then I know that other people are going through the same thing and stuff.
It gives me time to think about, the day, just reflect. Yeah.
It's kind of nice just having a break for 30 seconds, just stop and figure out what I'm doing and get organized.
A conversation that happened in my mind. Maybe I didn't say the right thing. Maybe I need to apologize the next day or something like that. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel less connected because if we're all hanging out together, so some of the times people are just on their Instagram the whole time. It's kind of annoying. So.
And so it's easier, instead of sending them a text or an email saying how are you, just to see them pop up on my screen. It's just easier.